Welcome back, Western Slope. It is a wonderful, sensational, I suppose, Saturday. I'm Josephine Sage. Let's jump right into the forecast. Right now, as we take a look at those weather headlines, we're expecting temperatures at or above those seasonal averages as we wrap up the weekend and get into the early work week with thunderstorms expected in those higher elevation areas. And while there is still a chance for some rain and some thunderstorms here in the Grand Valley as well, with a low pressure system in the works kind of moving in from the west coast as we get into the end of the weekend and into the early work week, which is going to be causing a little bit more some unsettled weather. And that's actually just due to after this kind of high pressure ridge moves out of the area as we get into tomorrow, quieter in the eastern U.S. and showers in the west. So that's right, we are getting this low pressure trough moving on in, which is going to kind of cause a little bit of some uneasy weather as it boogies on across that Nevada, the Idaho area, eventually making its way over to Colorado. Now, mind you, it's going to cause some showers, but just about maybe an inch or less for the Grand Valley. Those higher elevation regions can be expecting up to 1.5 inches, maybe even 2 inches, and same with Montrose, expecting just a little bit more accumulation. We do have this flood advisory in Mesa County at least until Wednesday, May 24th. Now, mind you, that has been extended just a couple of days, so I wouldn't be surprised if it keeps getting extended. And where this neon green line is, that is where some aerial flood warnings are actually sticking around in those higher elevation regions. So that could start and kind of continue as well. Our almanac will show us that afternoon high day is going to be 80 instead of our typical 79. That low end feeling 56 instead of our typical 48. So again, just a couple degrees above what we're typically used to. Now, mind you, we are even going to hop up into the 82 degree range tomorrow. And while as we get into the early work week, even 84, 86, popping up into those mid 80s. Our dog walking forecast, Shelby and Murphy are hanging out with me for one last day today. 9 a.m. feeling 66, noon 74. Now, mind you, during these morning hours and late night hours, hanging out with mostly sunny skies, 3 p.m. 78. And we'll take a look at the pollen forecast, folks. Trees are on that high end, weeds on that low end, but still just a little bit of grasses and mold in terms of pollen sticking around with us for this week, essentially. Tonight, we're going to get down to 56 in Grand Junction, 50 in Montrose. And as we take a look at that rainfall potential after tonight, we'll notice that we'll get into those morning hours, widespread showers, especially along I-70, even closer to the Glenwood Springs area in that Four Corners region, as well as southern Colorado, and then kind of exiting as we get into the evening hours. Tomorrow, during those showers, we do have a chance for 82 degree temperatures in the afternoon and 74 in Montrose. 2 days out, we'll notice that there is quite a lot of action happening across the plains, but for us in Colorado, still a little bit of some action over the San Juans as we kind of wrap up today. And Sunday, widespread isolated showers, and then giving us some clearing. I do want to remind you, if you're headed out and about, even though it is rainy, if you're headed hiking, make sure you have enough water. Bring those snacks. Bring the essentials of a compass, mat, first aid kit, wear breathable and reflective clothing, be aware of wildlife, and always use your common sense. We'll notice that, like I said, we're going to be hanging out in those mid-80s for the foreseeable future. Even Thursday is going to pop up to be 86, all with those thunderstorms sticking around. Same with Montrose, even just a little bit more rain accumulation can be expected for the foreseeable future.